All right, we are here. Today, going to go over some debugging. This step right here, not very long, so if it doesn't take us too long, then maybe we'll do dates as well. But yeah, I got the review right here, so we'll just go over this. So then, just gives us some review on this while we go through. So. Syntax errors. So these errors happen when you write something incorrectly in your code, like missing parentheses or a bracket. Think of it like grammar mistake in a sentence. So missing the comma right here. Obviously, it's gonna come up with an error because you can't do that in an array. These have to be one string, right? There are several types of reference errors. Triggered in different ways. The first type of reference error would not be determined or be not defined variables. Another example of reference error is trying to access a variable declared with let or const before it has been defined. So like here, trying to log num and then actually declare num underneath it. So this has no value at the moment, then it's set to 50 afterwards, right? So you'd want to have this underneath it. Type error. These errors occur when you try to perform an operation on the wrong type. So this one, you're trying to map this, not an array, right? So these errors range errors. These errors happen when your code tries to use a value that's outside the range of what JavaScript can handle. And so const error, r length equals -1. You can't have a -1 length on an r because it always starts at least 0 and goes up from there, right? You could use, the only time this could be used is if you were using it as an index of this, so that you get to the last thing in the array, which this would have nothing. So the throw statement. Definition: the throw statement in JavaScript is used to throw a user-defined exception. An exception in programming is when an unexpected event happens and disrupts the normal flow of the program. So this one, we've got function validate number input. If the type of input is not equal to a number, then throw new type error. Expected a number but received plus type of input. Return input times 2. Couldn't, because it's not a number. You can't times it by 2, right? So try catch finally. So definition: the try block is used to wrap code that might throw an error. It acts as a safe space to try something that could fail. The catch block captures and handles the error that occurs in the try block. You can use the error object inside catch to inspect what went wrong. The finally block runs after the try and catch block, regardless of whether an error occurred. It commonly used for cleaning up tasks such as closing files or releasing resources. So here it is. Try this. If you can't do that, then throw this error occurred, error message. Pretty simple. But debugging techniques. Debugger statement. The statement lets you pause your code of a specific line to investigate what's going on in the program. So debugger. So it'll literally stop, and then you can go into here. I believe it's under network, and you'll be able to go step by step, right? Or performance. Yeah, either way. There we go. Breakpoints. Breakpoints let you pause the execution of your code at a specific line of your choice. After the pause, you can inspect variables, evaluate expressions, and examine the call stack. I don't think it's done anything about call stack and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe at the beginning it did for this, but I can't remember. I'll have to take a look afterwards, and if not, then maybe we'll do that for like another stream tomorrow or something. Watchers. Watch expressions lets you monitor the values of variables or expressions as the code runs, even if they are out of the current scope. Profiling. Profiling helps you identify performance bottlenecks by letting you capture screenshots and record CPU usage, function calls, and execution time. Console.dir. This method is used to display an interactive list of properties of a specified JavaScript object. It outputs a hierarchical listing that can be expanded to see all nested properties. Console dir document. Console table. This method displays tabular data as a table in the console. It takes one mandatory argument, which must be an array or an object, and one optional argument to specify which property columns to display. All right, let's start going through, shall we? Again, not going to watch this because I'm not quite sure about the streaming them and stuff. Again, I still keep forgetting to look that up. It's not a big deal to me. We can just go over it like this, right? What causes a syntax error in JavaScript? Something is incorrect, or writing something incorrectly, like missing a parentheses or semicolon. What will happen if you try to call a variable that holds a number as if it were a function? That would be a reference or type error. Which error occurs when you try to access an array index that doesn't exist? That would be a reference error, right? Oh, no. That must be a range error, sorry. Doop, boop, boop. So what happens when you use the throw statement in JavaScript? It continues the normal flow of the program. It throws an error expression and stops the program from, if no error handler is found. It fixes the error automatically. It logs the error, proceeds to the next line of code. I believe that's right, right? Throw. How can you ensure code runs smoothly after an error occurs? Use a loop to skip the error. Use the try-catch syntax to handle the error and allow code execution to continue. How do you use the throw statement in combination with the error constructor in JavaScript? Throw new error. Boom. What does try-catch finally work? What? How does try-catch finally work? What best describes a try block? It's for running code again automatically after an error. No. For handling errors, set up an error. It's for setup before an error is thrown. Safety wrapper for code that might throw an error. Which block always executes if an error occurs? The catch block. What is the purpose of the catch block? To handle errors gracefully without crashing the program. Oh, that must be the throw. Finally, maybe? Yeah. What happens when JavaScript encounters the debugger statement during a code execution? Immediately pauses execution line to inspect variables and flow of the code. What additional behavior do modern browsers provide when encountering a debugger statement? They keep reloading the page, allow you to resume by clicking one play at a time. Which tab do Chrome and Firefox browsers switch to when they encounter the debugger statement? Oh, I don't know that, actually. Can't remember. I think it's the network statement, right? Network tab? No, it's not. Damn. Chrome must be the sources. Yes. Firefox, which is the network tab. What are some examples of using advanced JavaScript debugging techniques? In which tab of the Chrome developer tools do you have access to adding breakpoints? That was the source tab. What do watch expressions allow you to do? The variables or expressions if they are out of the current scope. I think it's this one. See an interactive list of properties for the JavaScript object you pass in. It's the dir. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do a debugging lab. Give me 2 minutes, so I just want to go get another coffee, so I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just needed some coffee. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Random background color changer, hex code. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Neat. Start code. Oh, it's already all in here. Okay. Well, we've got that. We got the script. .js. Should fix the syntax errors in the dark color array. Oh. There we go. Should fix the reference error thrown when the math object is referenced inside the getRandomIndex function. Oops. Math.random. Oh, wait. Where's the get random index? Turn the random index. We have to. I don't have to call it there. All right, so you should round down the random index to the nearest whole number. Where is it? You should update the value of the body variable. Correct method name. Is it query selector all? Oh, no. I already changed that, forgot. Okay. Let's see what we've done. So I was right about that. But sorry. Should fix BG. Hex code. Span element. Get element by ID. Yep, already got that. have that in there. Click event to button by oh, the correct ID name. Oh, whoops. There we go. What? Button to add event listener on click. What do you mean? You should not call the function. Instead, you should pass the function to the event listener method. Just like that. Oh. Okay. Before you're quizzed on common debugging techniques, you should review that you've learned. Yes. So what type of error occurs when a variable is used before it is defined? That is a reference error, right? So wait a sec. And which JavaScript statement can be used to intentionally pause the execution of your code for debugging purposes? That'd be debugger. Which console method can be used to display data as a table? Console.table. We just go into here, we double check, right? Console.table. Which of the following errors does not, or does try catch handle? Runtime errors, I believe, right? That occur in the try block. Cleanup tasks such as closing files and releasing resources. Gonna think that that's the right one, right? Ooh, excuse me. Let us see. I'm pretty sure we're right on that, but we'll do this. What? Runtime errors. Look at that. What is the correct syntax for try catch in that? So try catch. Finally. Try catch. Oh, it is the try catch with the error there. My bad. Catch the error right. And then inside console.error or error. Which of the following is a logical error? Using const instead of let. Boom. Right? I believe that's. Oh, calculator sum, see? My bad. I was thinking because this is logic, like if this is equal to that, but this is not the right one to use, sort of thing, but I guess that'd be more like a syntax type thing, right? What is the purpose of breakpoints in JavaScript debugging? Breakpoints are the... How do you just... Pause the execution of your code at a specific line of your choice. What happens when the throw statement is executed? Right? I think that's correct. Probably a way we can figure out here. See if it is correct. If not, then we can figure out. 4, 3, 2, 1. What about this one? Is this also 4, 3, 2, 1? 4, 2. Ah! Okay. So the value changes. So I imagine one of those values means it's correct. Which one? So we know incorrect at calculating sum. Data value 4. It's another one. We know this is correct. Okay, looks like 4. So, and pause execution. Yeah. So there's this. Yeah, exception is thrown. Okay, cool. Which method would you use to interact or inspect variables or expressions during debugging in developer tools? That would be console.log, right? Am I wrong? 4, yeah, okay. What kind of error is likely to occur in a if a function is called with an incorrect number of arguments? Type reference error? No. Maybe a logical error. Nope, not a logical error. Okay. Let's take a look here. What kind of error is likely to occur? So type error, syntax, reference. Let's take a look at those three. Occur when you try to perform an operation on the wrong type. Reference error is triggered in different ways. Things are not defined. Incorrect Unicode. Must be a reference error then. No. Type. Wait. On the wrong type. Yeah, it must be a type. Weird. With an incorrect number of arguments. For some reason, to me, that'd be a... because it's not properly defined, right? Oh, but it's only variables. Okay. So you know when you're going to get an error. I just don't quite know all of the exact things that happen to which things with what errors and why it comes up with that clearly. So, reference error. No, it's type error. There we go. So which tool is commonly used to step through code line by line during debugging? That would be breakpoints in the developer pool, throw statements. Breakpoints, right? Yep. What type of errors occur when attempting to access a property of undefined? That would be a logical error or a type error. Let's go with type. No, logical error. Damn. Now it's type. What does the finally block do in a try-catch statement? Always executes regardless of errors, right? Yeah. Which of the following, as you can tell, I just do this as like a quiz, one question at a time. That's... Which of the following could be used to avoid runtime errors? Used to avoid runtime errors. That would be skipping error handling. Yeah, great idea. Using conditionals. right? Yep. What is a common cause of syntax error? Missing return statements. Declaring an unused variable. Missing the closing bracket is definitely it. What method could you use to track the call history of a function in the console? Console.table? No. This I don't know. And we're going to look this up. Console.trace. Okay. I've actually never had to use that yet. So let's go in here and see what GPT has to say about what console.trace is. Prints a stack trace to the console, showing the sequence of functions calls that led to the current breakpoint in execution. This is useful for debugging and tracking how a function was called. Okay. Cool. You know what we're gonna do is, let's see if this one oh, that's cool. There we go. See, this is why I like using the GPT, people. You may hate AI, but this shit is pretty dope. Debugging with debugger. Wow. This is cool, eh? Be nice to your AI, people. That's actually pretty dope. There we go. Boom. What is a... Oh, sorry. Really cool. Okay. What is a watcher in the context of debugging? Tool for monitoring the... I want to say it's the tool for pausing code execution, right? I could be completely wrong on this. Oh yeah, completely wrong. Monitor changes in code, variables, or files, and triggers an action. Aha, here we go. Look at this. We might actually have ourselves a better... Just copy and paste this. Alright, look at that specific use case as well. So let's go up here, let's read. So Watcher is a tool or a feature that monitors changes in code, variables, or files and triggers an action when a change is detected. Watchers are commonly used in debugging, development, and automation. Watchers in debugging dev tools, in browser dev tools, Chrome and Firefox, The watcher allows you to track variable values in real time. How to use watchers in Chrome DevTools. Open the DevTools. Go to Sources. Open Watch. Just like that. You can add expressions. Boom. Okay, so if it is this, from monitoring changes in code, none of those really. Let's go with the variables one then, I guess. That is it. Okay. Tool for monitoring the value of variables. It's kind of like a short. When should you use a console error instead of a console log? To log messages only during debugging. To log information about the browser. To display the table data. To log error messages. What? Right? What does error constructor do? Logs error messages to the console, runs code in a sandbox, terminates the program, creates a new error object that can be thrown. Yep. What will happen if a catch block is not provided with a try block? Continue. Right? An uncaught exception error will occur, I guess. Yeah. Yes, I am finished. Oop. There we go. All right. Well, we're only 43 minutes in, so yeah, let's do the date stuff as well. Whoops. But yeah, I just need a few minutes here. I need to run to the washroom, refill my coffee here, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, just give me a moment. All right. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so let's do dates. Sorry about that. I should have probably gotten that set up while I was on the other screen there. What does date now method return? The date now method is used to get the current date and time. Is it in string format? Represent statements because it is an integer. Oh, so it is not. Okay, so I guess it should be the number of milliseconds since. Right? Yeah. If you use the getMonth method, it returns 4. Which month is being, and it returns 4. Which month is it representing? I want to make sure it's not a 0. Is it a 0 thing? Zero based, yep, okay. So if it's 4, it's actually returning May. How would you create a date object for const specific date? New date. New date sucks. The new keyword is used to create an instance of the date object. The date object is then assigned to the variable now. If you were to log the variable or the value of now to the console, you would see the current day and time based on the system clock of the computer running the code. Sorry, I got a text message there and I got distracted. How do you create a date object for this? Where new date? That actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember. New date. I'm gonna go with this one. Just swinging for the fences. Yeah, okay, just as a string. Makes sense. What method would you use to format a date in ISO 8601? Year, month, day. The ISO string. Which method formats the date based on the user's locale? The local date string. What operational parameters can you provide to the local date string method? Oh, I guess we should read through these first, eh? What optional parameters can you provide to the local date string method? substitute locales and options. Done and done. Okay, well, we're going to read through this before we go into the lab, because I'm an idiot. I'm just ADD today. It's more coffee. With the date object and common methods. Definition. The date object is used to create, manipulate, and format dates, times in JavaScript. In the following example, the new keyword is used to create a new instance of the date object, and the date object is then assigned to the variable now. If you were to log the value of now to the console, you would see the current date time based on the system clock of the computer running the code. So that's just how you make the new date. New date. Date now method. This method is used to get the current time. Date now returns the number of milliseconds since January 1st, 1970, 000000 UTC. This is known as the Unix epoch time. Unix epoch time is commonly a way to represent dates and times in computer systems because it was an integer that can be easily stored and manipulated. The UTC standards for Universal Time Coordinated, which is the primary time standard by which the standard world regulates clock and time. Get date method. This method is used to get a day of the month based on the current time or current date. Get date will return an integer value between 1 and 31 depending on the day of the month. If the date is invalid, it will return nan, not a number. See, we can do this actually. Always fun. Excuse me. The get month method. This method is used to get the month. The month is zero based, so January is 0, February is 1, and so on. In this example, the output is 2, which corresponds to March. If the month is invalid, it will return NaN. Get full year. This method is used to get the full year. If the year is invalid, it will return NaN. Different ways to format dates. That's the ISO string. So this method is used to format the date in an extended ISO 8601 format. ISO 8601 is an international standard for representing dates and times. The format is year, month, day. I don't know what T is, and then hour maybe. Day, T, not sure. Yeah, hour, minute, seconds. Local date string, that's how you get the local date. Alright, build and create date conversion program here. In this lab, date conversion program converts a given date to different formats. For example, the current date. Pakistan Standard Time would format month, day, year. Month, day, year. Fill the user stories below and get all the tests passed. And should create a variable. Equals date dot now. Oh, sorry. New date. I have to do new? I don't think so. Just date now. Oops. Okay, create a variable named current date format. Oops. Oops. Damn. Oops. Why is it not? Right. Why is it not working? What? Current date is fine. Okay, what? Oh, not just date now, I want date. So it's because I did the date now. Okay. Eh? Oh. Ah, yeah, it is the new date. Okay, so I was right. New date? Sucks. Okay, now we can move along. So to do that, we'll take the date and bring it in as Oh, I think they want get get day, get year, whatever. Get date, get month, get full year. That's what it is. Okay. Boom. Okay, so yeah, that is what I needed to do for the other one there. It's just 9 here. Oh. Which one is that? Ah. That's not how you do it, okay? Boom. What is the JavaScript date object used for? Right, work with both dates and time. Let's just make sure that that's the right answer and they're not trying to throw us for a loop. We're right, yeah. Which code creates a new data object instant? New data. New date sucks. How does date now work? It returns the current time in milliseconds since January 1st of 1970. Let's go. Let's go. Right, did I check this? New date. Which method returns the current year? Oh. Get full year. Boop. Get full year. Which method returns the current month as zero index integer? Get month. There we go. Which method formats a date as a string? To string? Isn't it supposed to be to ISO string? I guess two string, you can two string anything really, right? What would the result of console log new date dot get full year? Get full year would be something like this, wouldn't it? Oh, it's June. Boom, 2022. What will be the output of the following code? New date, 2023, 18th of June at 12 o'clock to UTC string. The UTC as opposed to the OTC. This method is used. This one I'm not sure about. Oh, an idiot. Why don't I ever do just this? Right to the console we go. So Sunday, 18th of June, 2023, 1200 GMT. If the time in your local is formatted as HHMMSSAMPM, which line of code would correctly display the current time? That would be local date string, right? I believe. Oh, just the time. Local time? Yeah. I just read that wrong. I'm an idiot. How does the to ISO string method format a date? That would be the ISO 8601 string format. Just double check. Yeah. And correct. What should an ISO 8601 date format look like? It's this one right here. What is the output of console.log new date? Sucks. 2003 6/27 get month. The month will be 5 or 6, right? Just 6. New date. Yeah, just get month. Get month. Oh, what am I doing? 27, 6. Is it a 0 index? Yeah. If it's a 0 index, shouldn't that be 5 technically? But I guess 6, so you're specifying that it's 6 index. I don't know, man. It's tough. How would you format a date to the local specific string for a more readable format? To local string. What? To date string? Alright, to date string. And let me see why. Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's local date string. Local date string. Fucking read, right? You fucking idiot. Alright. Yeah. Which option will correctly create a string representing January 1st, 2025? Const D equals question mark. D to isostring got split T 0. Oh, okay. Split T to 0. So 2 isostring. Then we're going to split at the T. Split right there. Oh. Oh, right. It's because we formatted it to long. It's all numbers, but if we format that to the long with the options there, then we're good. It's 9 because 0 index. Sorry, I just kind of zoned in here. But yeah, it's 9 because the index is 0 based. So. Sorry, which option will output 2021 for the following object? Const equals new date 2021 12/25. We need to get full year. which option will output this for the following object? Const new date. 21, 12, 25. That would be to the ISO string, I believe, right? Yes, I am finished. There we go. I think that's all for today, right? We'll do more. I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday. Definitely Friday, but maybe tomorrow as well. Let's get through this here. But yeah, that's it. We'll do for the stream today. Probably gonna go through this one, regular expressions. Probably go through that for the rest of the day here. And so yeah, but I mean, hour 34. I think that's good enough for today. So. Till next time, guys, either tomorrow or Friday, we will see you guys then. Peace.